Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sony Cool and this is Gems of War. And today we're going to be going over Dark Pits. Earn extra faction rewards in this event. A great chance to earn extra Chaos Shards and progress. So, Dark Pits teams high, mid, low, pure, and deathless. And probably more after that. We'll see how long the pure 500 takes on live stream here. So, what up, Yandy? How's it going? Let me get everything set up. So we'll run an auto battle, which we beat a couple yesterday. So it's gonna be a deeper, darker Mista Scales epic trial, level 300. Can the AI do it? Can the auto battler do it? I don't know. We're about to see. Hit that like, turn in your ticket to the train. Come on. Need a little more speed to clear that gap. Well, we're doing good. We're streaking. We're not sitting in the garage anymore, but we got to keep it up. We got to keep it up. Big time. Keep that momentum going. It's easier to keep it going than to like start from scratch, you know? So, all right. Let's do this. Okay. All right, copy. I've had a couple good ones in a row. Streaking at the end of the month again. Come on. Streaking naked across the field. Painted something on your hindquarters, maybe? www.cheeks.com, I don't know. Buns, www.buns.com. Gems of War, Dark Pits. My pits are dark and they need deodorant. Dark Pits. Gems of War faction. Whoops. Whoops. Gems of War Delve. Gems of War Dark Pits Pure. Alright, that should be good. Save that. Got my thumbnail up there. If anybody's still sharing these anywhere, I don't know. I need to go look at Discord and see if it's worth it anymore. Keep talking about it and I never go do it. What else is new? Kind of get into the day-to-day doing this, that every day, and you don't go do the other stuff that is extra stuff. Like looking at the Discord. All my days just fly by. It's because like a bunch of stuff in the morning, then I have like a little gap of time, but I usually stream and I gotta do my other stuff, and then a bunch of crap after that. Just have like this little gap of time where I can do what I want to do. But it goes by so quickly every day. Alright. Monetization. Recommended. Save. I think we're about ready. We'll see how they're doing over there. To my left on the TV. Looking at the laptop right now. Tower of Doom's going on at the moment. Mista Scales weak. Tak Shaka. Soul Forge was a little ho-hum, right? Get you a weapon or something, maybe. Always something to be getting in the Soul Forge, I would say. But don't go crazy, getting weird mythics that are never going to help you. Tower of Doom, are you doing it right? You got a bunch of boons? Are you going to floor 80? And then complaining when other people don't get boons? That's like the poop storm of dumb. We'll go to floor 80 and get mad at people for not getting boons, and then we're gonna win the leaderboard. That's what Gemma would do. Can't find my own stream, so give me a sec here. Found it. Hit that like. Yandy's here. Always go forward, never go backwards. I hope so. I hope so. Gotta keep our head above the water. Alright. Alright, I'm ready. So, looks like we're losing. It was a little hard, you gotta kind of play the right way, and the auto battler's not gonna play the right way. They're just gonna fire spells, they're just gonna take matches. They're not playing optimally, obviously. Like, I remember with this team, we had to cast the Scale Guard on something before the Basilisk. And if you don't do that, then you're just wasting the Basilisk, kinda, because the Basilisk will do double damage if the enemy is poisoned or stunned. So, you kind of have to play the, you got to save your bottom troop to summon. So the AI is not always going to play the right way, obviously. Maybe if we have time today, we'll try level 300 here, because some of y'all like to watch that. We did 225, 250, and 275 so far. I've done this before, of course. I already have this all the way done the first time it came out. But just in case, there's always new people coming in. If you're a new person, there's no way you've done the epic trials. So maybe you, even though I already had, like the first time I did it, I recorded it as well. But you never know. It's hard to find some older videos sometimes. Let's grab our mail. These blinkies off the screen. It's Tuesday, so we'll get the rest of our stuff here. Which is still pretty good. Pretty decent haul. How's it going, Florin? What I like to point to is being in a good guild. Look at all the tokens, for example. Those make up medals and badges. That way you don't have to farm them as much. Like this is part of how you get them without farming them. Okay? Same thing with deeds. Getting deeds just by being in a good guild. Getting trait stones. Look at all the trait stones. These are all arcane trait stones. Multiples of this one. One of every color pretty much. Isn't that good? And then you get ingots and pet food and shards and glory, gold, event keys. Look, 11 event keys, gems, glory keys, rubies, topaz, Ritz. That's just a Tuesday haul right there. Our Monday haul was way bigger. But get into a good guild and keep going and going and going, and make sure you get into one with a good requirement that's getting guild events done, that has a good guild leader, that's doing guild wars. This is where I get my medals from, honestly. When my beginner account, being in a guild and buying the offers, I didn't have to farm at all. And I got all my globals that way. And then you don't really need to go to lead anything until way later in the game, so you can save them up until then. Just keep your globals. It's not that big of a deal. You don't have to farm so much in this game anymore. You just play the vault event super hard. Alright, I'm going to buy these two, but it might be the last two I buy, because we're about to go under 10k, and I don't like that. Oh, we're not there yet, so I guess I'll keep buying. Barely hanging on with our 10k gems. The adventure board looks alright, gems, gold, glory, all stuff you need. Campaign. I got anything here? Looks like a fake blinky. There's nothing. We got the faction assault. It's the event of the day. Do it. That's how this game works. You don't get to... You can do whatever you want, but then you can't complain when you don't get all the cool stuff. If you want to play the game correctly so you can get all the good stuff and be in a good guild, then you probably want to do the faction event today. Very, very small amount of people that... Maybe 5% of the people shouldn't be doing this today. 95% should be doing it. And on my poll, only like 50% were doing it. That's why I harp on it. Maybe I'm not going to be here one day, and then you'll hear like the whole last year of me like harping on it, harping on it, harping on it. And maybe that'll convince people in the future to keep doing them. Because right now, they're still worth it. You get tons of gold. You get lots of rewards. It's a triple whammy, like really smart thing to be doing. Very valuable fights, every fight you do. Getting these rewards right here. On top of every room, on top of every layer, on top of lots of gold. So it's really smart to be doing. And you get to do it for free. You don't even have to spend a single gem. Get the whole thing done. You go to level 90, you get all rewards for free. Like, that's crazy. Most things you have to buy. Like in the Tower of Doom, I have to buy up. I have to spend 500 gems to get all rewards in Tower of Doom. In the faction event, it's freaking free. It takes 15 to 20 minutes. Like, it's a no-brainer. And if you're not doing it, you're not doing a no-brainer, which is crazy to me. So just start doing it now, even if you're not doing it. Like, if you had this weird excuse before, like, just throw that thing in the trash and just start doing it. It's the sooner the better. If somebody convinced you to not do them because you already got it on 2500 and you're on level 500 and that's what they're doing, who cares what they're doing? Let them sit on the toilet backwards. Doesn't mean you have to sit on the toilet backwards, too. Like, who cares what they're saying? Alright, so the event, Dark Pits, of course, because it's associated to Mist of Scales. It's Mist of Scales Kingdoms Week, so that's why it's Dark Pits today. That's how it works. You do all the fights. Level 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. That's all you got to do. You don't buy anything in the shop unless you don't have the weapon. If you don't have the weapon, it's a great time to be purchasing the weapon because you're already doing the event anyway. You might as well get some potions. You might as well get some more turns while you get the weapon, while you get the ingots and the troops and the shards and the sigils and the potions. It's really smart. If you don't have this right here, this pit knife, just buy up to it and make a little more progress than level 90 if you want. Get your horde level to 100 at least. I recommend at least 111. There are soft caps with your horde level. 111, 133, 155, 177, 200 or so are the soft caps. Just stop at one of those because you get a magic stat at the same time as you get a potion. So it's very smart to stop at those specific numbers. Don't do like 112 or 134 or 130 or 101 or something. Do 111, 133, 155, 177, or 200. It all depends how hard it is. If it's harder, you're going more towards that 200. If it's easier, you're going more towards that 111. 100 will get you max points, and that's all you really need to do, but it's 111's not that much further, and you get an extra magic and an extra potion, and it's totally worth it. And then 133 would be, hey, I want to get another potion and another magic. And then 155 would be, hey, this one's a little bit hard. I might want to get some more magic and another potion. And 177's like, oh man, this one's difficult. I need more magic and more potions. So do it. But I'm going to show you the teams in the underworld so I don't waste my sigils and all that. It would take way too long. I would set a team. I'd have to do a bunch of fights just to show you one team. So I'm going to go down. Of course, you're going to do it in the event, but I'm going to do it in the underworld to show the teams because it's faster and easier for me on the stream. So we go to Dark Pits, and let's see what we got. I'm on level 500 here. Is this my pure faction? If it is, maybe I'll show that first. Look, it's only 3 rooms for pure 500 and Deathless 500. You only have to go 3 rooms, I think. Maybe. Alright, so this is my Deathless, actually. I wanted to show that King Gobtruffle can do it Deathless. So let's start with Deathless. We want, yeah, that's good medals for that. Alright, Dark Pits Deathless is going to be the first thing we do. And normally I'll do a High King Iron Gut, a Zul'Goth, a Maelstrom Dagonath, a CT, a Centuragon Zul'Goth, something like that. But this one works too. If you don't have those mythics, those boss troops, you got Gobtruffle in the underworld, easy to get. You got Forest Troll, who is just an epic. So you can still get Deathless done even without mythics and stuff. The weapon, you might not have this, but it's not exactly integral to the team. It's just the best weapon for the team. So a Boreal Crystal or any explodey weapon would be fine here. Wand of Stars even, whatever. But the main part of the team is this. This is the loopy infinite loop part that's going to make it so the enemy never gets a turn, never gets to hit you. So, let's do it. Let's do Deathless first. Chad's here, the Clip Bomb. How's it going, dude? Alright, so just with this team, you're just keeping it on your turn as much as possible. Gobtruffle is the highest priority. Forest Troll is there just to get everything up and keep the loop going. The Glaive is only there to finish things off, or if it's like a no-brainer type of cast, or there's nothing else going on. So, Gobtruffle, always. Alright, that was our first cast. We might not be looping yet. It does take a second sometimes to get looping. Alright, got Forest Troll. That's usually a good sign. 14. Bang. Looping. You can look at the board and take other colors off if you want to make sure you keep looping. Like if there was a yellow extra turn, for example, on the board, I would take it out of there so we have more green and brown on the board. You don't want, you just want as much green and brown as possible on the board, so you take other colors off, but you don't take brown and green off unless you have to. Cast the Gobtruffle. It's got the Forest Troll. And you Gobtruffle. You Gobtruffle. You Gobtruffle. You Gobtruffle. And they're all dead, and they barely got a turn. It does need, like, a turn or two to get going, but after that turn or two, they never get another turn, and then they die. As long as you're not dying in the first 1 or 2 turns. Yep, we can just go straight across. It's only 3 fights. It's nice. Okay, so we want to get up our forest troll if possible, so blue or brown would be great, but we don't have any blue or brown, so we'll take this green. Blue or brown still is what we would like. Let's take the blue. Got the forest troll, and we should be off to the races. Just watch from this point on. I bet you the enemy doesn't get a turn. So it's our turn. Still our turn, right? Still our turn. Let's take this blue out. See how it added another green to the board? So it'll make this more likely to keep looping. Do it again. Still our turn. Do it again. Still our turn. We got this brown. We could leave it up, but we're about to cast our forest troll, so we want more green on the board. Didn't happen. Let's take the red off. Still didn't happen. Looks like enough though. 11. That's close. All right, still our turn. It worked. Gob truffle. Gob truffle. Gob truffle. And gob truffle. Let's get this brown out of here just because we're about to cast that forest troll. Alright, we got 10, man. It keeps going down. Maybe. Yeah, we don't have the glaive either. Alright, come on. Ooh, we fell out of our loop. That doesn't happen very often. It's okay, though. Let's take this. There we go. There we go. They are submerging a little bit, too. That's sometimes a concern. But you can kill them with the doomed glaive, even if they're submerged. That's another good thing about the glaive. Is that, oh, I should have done it right there. I missed it. Another cool thing about the glaive is if they're submerging, you can take them out with the glaive. Need to set up the glaive, though, first. So let's do this. There it is. And the skulls take them out, even if they're submerged. Alright, we did lose our infinite loop one time. Let's see if we can make it the whole way through this fight without losing it. Two Beatrixes instead of Gob Truffle. The only problem with that is that it's not as a reliable infinite loop. So, you know, but the fight would get done quicker. So the fight gets done faster with the Double Queen Beatrix, but this is safer. This is safer. If you're just wanting to if you're on level 500 doing level 500 Deathless and you just want to get it done and you want to make sure you get it done, then I would go with Gob Truffle. But if you're confident that you're going to get it done and you got lots of stats and you're high level, yeah, Double Queen Beatrix would be a little bit faster. It's just not as loopy. Does the same thing almost, but you know, Gob Truffle has that gain an extra turn on it. Like, no matter what. Like, the Beatrix is a 40% chance to gain an extra turn, while the Gob Truffle is every single time you cast it. So, this is just more like, okay, I want to get the freaking thing done. I'm on level 500. I don't want to chance the Beatrix not looping type stuff. Alright, we need blue and brown. We don't have that. We don't even have green. Cool start. Blue and brown, come on. It's nice how we entangle their first slot, so they're not going to destroy us with skulls. Alright, there it is. 12. I like to see 13, 14 or more, but it should work. That's what happened last time. We had like 10, and that's why it didn't go. Alright, we got Gob Truffle. We got Gob Truffle. We got Gob Truffle. Forest Troll. 13, pretty good. Usually goes. Yep. Alright. Gob Truffle. Gob Truffle. Something you should only have to do one time, so we're not dying. And it's Deathless. We lock in that Deathless on 500, and we don't have to do it again. Could do the glaive right here, but don't get too, like, excited. I like to do the... Let's get rid of this yellow. I like to do the glaive to finish them off, or if they're submerging, or if there's nothing else going on, because it could take you out of your loop. It gets rid of all the brown on the board, and does good damage, but could take you out of your loop. You want to do that when they're almost dead. Finish them off with it. If you got Gob Truffle, you cast it, because it's automatic extra turn. 16 will definitely go. As long as we don't lose a troop, it worked. Alright, now they barely have anything. We could do the glaive, but we don't have alignment, so we're not going to. Let's do this. Right here we have it, so good chance to use it. Finish them off. And look, we did it deathless. Nobody died. We still have our Forest Troll, both our Gob Truffles and our Doomed Glaive. We did it on level 500. That was deathless right there. No mythic. Level 500. Dark Pits, deathless. Alright, let's make our teams for the event. So these are the teams you would use to go to level 90 to get all rewards to do the event today. Most people aren't doing Deathless 500 today, but they might want this video for the future when they do try it. So might as well. It's Dark Pits Day. But here's the team code. This is the old Truffle Shuffle, if you heard about it and you're like, what is that? I hear about it, but I don't see it very often. Well, this is it. It's the Truffle Shuffle. The team code for it. It's the exact perfect Truffle Shuffle. There's a little couple variations, like Chad mentioned, the double Beatrix and you know, different weapons. But this is the traditional Deathless. This works for a bunch of other stuff too, like how are you going to lose the fight if it's never the enemy's turn, basically? Alright, let's make our teams for the event. Go to level 90, get all rewards, do all the rooms. We got green. Alright, man, we'll see you. Have a good day at work, dude. We got green, we got brown, so what can we do? We got High King Iron Gut, but I don't think we have Zul'Goth. But it's okay. I'll still use it. Go A to Z. Or why am I thinking about High King Iron Gut? I was thinking about Deathless again. We got green, we got brown. So Chrysantherax with Caffrey. But we have no 50% start. That's the problem. But we can still do, we can do triple Caffrey. This will be that situation where every once in a while, when I tell you to get 3 Caffreys, this is that situation where you would do that. You can't use a Sensia. Sensia is yellow and blue, and you can't use Mirage Queen. Mirage Queen is blue and red. So whenever that happens, you have to do this. And we'll do just 2 of Caffrey's colors, like purple and yellow, or brown and yellow. We'll minus color we're not using as much, like green. And that's your high level team. If you have access to everything in the game and you just want to get it done quickly and get all your rewards, this is what you would do. Hope I didn't leave it on 500, did I? No, I did 50. Alright, good. Okay, so just need a little bit of mana because it's not as reliable as the 50% start ones. Still pretty quick. Definitely use an Anu when you're doing this one because you don't have a 50% start. But you got a Chant Potion, Explode Potion, 20% start, and then 3 Caffreys. Bang, we're up. Boom, they're dead. This is the way the game is going right now. Stuff like this. Got the Angel, definitely taking deeds. Those are very valuable. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, didn't get up. It's okay though. Just get some mana. Extra turn. Bang, they're all dead. I think that's it for the high level team. So let's make a mid. That way, if you don't have Chrysanthrax, Triple Cafru, which is kind of hard to have. This might be the hardest team to have in the game. You gotta have the best dragon, and then you gotta have triple of a mythic. So yeah, I understand. Pretty difficult to be having. But we'll make a mid. Legendary and under, green and brown. What can we do? Let's do the Commander Dawnheart. Got this. Got Sir Quentin Hadley. Could do the Truffle Shuffle though. You could do the Beatrix thing like Chad said. This was the first thing that came to mind. Got Leprechaun. Always good if you got it to use it. And then weapon. I'm gonna go. We could do wand. I'm gonna put Commander Dawnheart in first slot because we're just going fast. If he starts to get hit, then you would move him down. But we're hoping with all the potions we got Enchant, we got Explode, we got probably Barrier, that we could take one hit without losing armor, and by that time, they're all dead anyway. So I'm going to leave them in first slot so we can get all the yellow, all the brown, get up quicker, cast quicker, win quicker. If Wand's in first slot, yeah, you're protecting your Commander Dawnheart's armor, but when the Wand casts, all the mana goes back into the Wand first before it trickles down to everybody else, which is still very good. But I like putting, it's just 2 colors, yellow and brown. The wand can take the other 4 colors. It'll be fine. We can still use the same banner almost. See if there's something that's not green though, or purple. Of course not. It's okay. As far as class, goes, I probably don't want to be minusing purple. Let's minus purple. Let's minus purple instead of green is what I meant. And class, you could do knight so you can level knight. I think that's a good way to go. Most people probably don't have knight on 100. And we'll get 50% started for once while using it. It'll do a yellow storm. Alright, so here's your mid team. No mythics, no dragons, none of that. If you don't have the wand, it's really no big deal. You could use Essence of Evil, Reflection of Good, Obsidian Librum, Osha's Tone, whatever you want to do. Mountain Crusher. It's really not a big deal. You could use the Flail of Guard, a Knight Weapon. Morning EQ! Morning Yoke. Alright, it's up already. And they're dead already. Guard medals would be the way to go. I just don't feel like switching out of it. Triple guard, because we boost off of armor. Get in the habit of changing your medals. If you change your team, change your medals. Take a shower, change your underwear. You don't put back on the same dirty underwear, right? You don't put the same medals on for every fight. You got a team that's boosting off of armor, you're using guard medals. If you got a team that's boosting off of magic, you're using Nisha medals. If you're fighting an enemy that does a lot of status effects, you're doing Orpheus medals. If you need mana, you're doing Anu. Like one Anu, can't do more than one, but at least one. If you're doing gargoyles, they boost off attack, so you do seasons. Change those medals if you're changing your team. A lot of them use Nisha though. If you want to set one medal and never change it, Nisha's pretty good. But, Guard is best for, like, Rowan and Commander Dawnheart and stuff like that. Tesla. Alright, so that was our mid. Don't worry about Sir Quentin Hadley being the same exact colors as Commander Dawnheart. He's just there to 50% start the Commander Dawnheart, so it's easier to get up, and then you cast it and you win. This one cannot be stopped by Submerge either. It does damage to 4 random enemies, so Submerge doesn't work on it. Alright, low level team. We got green, we got brown. That's old traditional. It's old traditional. Easy peasy Rowan. Even low-level players can get this done easily today. Use your same old Rowan team. Even have Clockwork Sphinx, which is what low-level players are going to be using with their Rowan probably. And your weapon, do you want more mana generation? Do you want more armor for damage for Rowan? Or do you want help with the damage? It's up to you. I'll just do Golden Cog so you have the team code for it. Where's G? Golden Cog, easy to get. It's just a mastery weapon that gets sent to your mail. Doing it in the right order, at least. This is the team. This is the team you use to farm City of Thieves. It works in several factions. We go with purple, green, or something. Minus color we're not using, or that we don't use too much. I'll go with red. I'm not expecting to need to get the cog up too much. If I do, it's just once. No big deal. And class, you can level whatever you want, especially with this team. If I was going to tell you what would be the best, maybe Archer, maybe Titan, maybe Archmagus. Go with Archer. Alright, so low level team. Put on your guard medals. You can just copy your team from City of Thieves that you're hopefully doing every day on level 20 to get all the underworld troops and to up your horde levels to 100 and to get all your qualities to 10 and to work on your underworld. You just go over there, copy that, paste it into this event, and you're ready to go. You don't even need to make a team. Just copy paste it over. If you have, I guess Miraji wouldn't work on this one, but you could use a different weapon. If you want to use Black Manacles or Shield of Erskaya. Mountain Crusher. Stuff like that. That's how it should look. Just wiping them all out in one hit on your first or second turn. I gotta buy more turns so I can do the pure 500. But here's the team code one more time for the low level team. If you're high level, use your Chrysantherax or your Guard's Avatar. If you're mid level, use your Commander Dawnheart or your Queen Beatrix. If you're low level, use your Rowan. Alright, pure 500. This is the interesting part. It's probably been a while since I've done this. And it's hard. And I'm not guaranteed to beat it. We have to use troops from the faction. We're fighting in Dark Pits, so we have to use only Dark Pits troops. We cannot even use our hero. It's just part of getting all your points for this faction. Just kind of like getting renowned for a faction is like getting kingdom level and power for a kingdom. So we want to get those stats, we want to get those pets, we want to get that weapon. We're gonna do this for every faction. It's one of the hardest things to do in the game on 500. So what are we gonna use here? Deal damage to an enemy and all enemies below them. If the enemy is cursed, deal double damage and death mark them. So that's pretty good, it hits all enemies. Some mana generator. Might need that. Okay, that only hits 2 enemies, but it does start with 75% mana. I think this guy's the worst one. Like, we're not going to use this guy, most likely. Even though he looks the coolest. This one would be our tank. Curse, bleed, and stun the first enemy. And a little bit of mana generation, too. I think I'm going to go this, that, this. We have our tank up front, also doing some mana generation, some board control. Curse, bleed, and stun the first enemy. We're going to blow up a bunch of brown. Poison, disease, 2 random enemies. And then this will do damage to all the enemies if we target first slot. And then if they're cursed, we're going to deal double damage and death mark. So they're going to be cursed most likely because we're going to curse them with this. I think that's the team I used. Looks pretty good to me. Got a lot of brown. Oh no, I want a little bit of green or red maybe. Just to get up that plague rat more often. So it can help. So we got yellow, brown, green, red, purple. We're missing blue, so we got a lot of brown and we have no blue. Let's start there. We'll just use the banner of the place. That's usually something that you can't go wrong with. We're in Dark Pits. It's the Dark Pits banner. Class doesn't matter because we're not using our hero. We're going to be doing mostly spell damage, so Nisha Metals. Let's put on all Nishas, though. I feel like that Anu's not worth it in like a really long fight. Which is probably going to be 3 fights, though, not... At least it's not 5. Sometimes pure is 5 fights. Sometimes it's 4, sometimes it's 3. So... We can get green and red, get our Plague Rat up. Now we cast it, maybe. Let's see this. We got destroy a 5x5 block. That's hard to figure out, like, what it... I'd have to look at it. 5x5. It'd be something like this. Wow, that's like a lot. It's like all of this. It's hard to figure out what the middle would be. Guess it would... It's kind of hard to use that for board control, but... I think I'm going to do this. Maybe we only cast this if we really... We do want to be cursing that first slot, though, so let's do that so we can hit for double damage. It's hard to tell where the gems are going to fall. Maybe you take out as many skulls as you can so you're not getting hit by skulls. Alright, now we got it. Double damage on that first slot, and we death marked it. Let's go again, I guess. It's almost dead already. Killed him. Got this. Let's curse again, I guess. First we'll get up our Hex Rats, and then we'll curse. Because if we cast the Plague Rat... If we cast the first slot first, then it will be open and won't have mana. And then the Plague Rat, all the brown will go into the first slot again. So we'll cast the Plague Rat now, get up our Hex Rats, and then cast the first slot, and then cast the Hex Rats. Now we cast this thing. Ooh, free skulls. Yeah, let's take them. Oh, we got a kill. Now let's take out like as many skulls as we can. Just to... get rid of them. I feel like that's the only way they're gonna kill me. Alright, he's cursed, right? We can do this. Let's get these free skulls. Get a kill. Not curse, so I kind of want to curse him first. are getting hit. Alright, let's curse them, and we can get this in rage. They're dead. It wasn't too bad. For a first fight, the first fight and the last fight are going to be pretty much the same thing. And that wasn't too hard. It's like this middle fight. Is this middle fight difficult? Is this Glaceon? Is this Bone Dragon? Is this something annoying? Let's see. Kinda. You know, Zathenos can be annoying. Skeleton, if you don't kill it pretty quick, can be annoying. Spectral Knight, it's a little bit annoying, but not too bad. Ryan C, what class can I use instead of Knight? On which team? On this team, the class doesn't matter because we're not using our hero. On the other team, I was just using Knight to level it up. But you could also use Titan. Titan would be good because you got a lot of brown on your team. You could have that brown storm. I'd say Titan if that's what you're asking. Alright, we don't want to cast this guy until later. So we're going to take green or red. Let's take red. Maybe we can get a green to fall from the sky. Mana Surge. Nope. We got this. We got... Let's do this. Alright, now we're going to curse their first slot, then cast our Hex Rats. Let's get rid of as many skulls as we can so they're not hitting us with skulls. Alright, let's take the skulls so they don't hit us with skulls. And they're about to cast their skeleton and put a bunch of them up there. Okay, luckily they missed. If we take skulls, like either way, they're going to hit us. So let's cast our Hex Rat before that curse wears off. And same thing, they're going to hit us again. We're going to trade again. So let's just do this again. Alright, now we'll take the skulls. So they don't hit us again with skulls. We got that skeleton pretty effed up. Need to get it out of here so it's not doing all those skulls. We got one Hex Rat. We need to get both, but there's not that much brown. Let's do this. Let's do... I want both, but I could... Yeah. Let's do this. Okay, we're getting hit. Alright. So, let's do this. Curse. Skeleton's almost dead. There it goes. We're gonna have to curse again. Purple. Purple. Yellow. Brown. Blue. Alright, let's get this, cool thing about our first slot dude is that we can get these enraged gems if we want. Let's do that. Taking skulls. Alright, now he's cursed, we can cast our Hex Rat. They would stop giving me skulls and extra turns. Alright, here we go. Now. He's dead. Phones are ringing. Every time I hear that phone, it's ringing. Alright, I must save that Hex Rat until I can curse their first slot again, so let's do this. Trying to take full advantage of that double damage that we can do. So if we cast it now, we're doing half the damage, so why not wait? Instead of casting it twice, cast it once. We can curse right now. And let's go. Let's try to kill it. Got skulls, but he's about to cast. So we could kill him right now so he doesn't cast, and I think that's the better move. Alright, they just have Zathenos. The problem with Zathenos is he can summon 1 to 3 random undead, and he's about to cast, so we're not out of the woods yet. I hope we don't lose our first slot, which could happen. Guess we take skulls. Can we get a nice hit on him? Okay, didn't summon. We got lucky. Or something. I don't know. If an enemy dies, so he has to kill somebody to get a summon, so that's great. He did not. Alright, we gotta do this again because we don't have our Hex Ratch yet. Ooh, 13. 13. It's close. Oh man, they got skulls, dude. Okay, well, we're gonna go into this last fight with only 3 troops.
Mana surge.
Let's not make it 2. Alright, well, we got 3. It might be okay. I hate losing a troop, but of course it happened right at the end of the fight. See if I can still win. But yeah, the only team where I used Knight class was the second team, the mid team. And, yeah, I think Titan would be a good replacement for that. But you could use Knight anyway, even if you don't have anything going on with your Knight class, just to level it, because we're not really needing the weapon so much. You just get progress on your Knight class. Skulls. This is gonna be tough. It's 3 on 4. 4 on 3. We gotta make all the right moves. And now we can't really... Can we curse? Yeah, we curse when we do skull damage, so we still have everything. We're down 1 dude. Still have everything we need, we're just down 1 dude.
Mana surge.
Okay, first slot. 212 with the death mark. I'd love for a death mark to go off. That'd be great. Ouch, that does suck. He's silenced. Yeah, let's take purple.
Mana surge.
Gotta take skulls so we don't get hit by them. Plus it keeps them cursed. Alright, let's hit them. So close. Okay, we got the skulls. They're dead. Now it's 3 on 3. They have hit me, though. We're still behind. Let's do this. Sucks the randomness of the explosion. It's hard to control, like, what happens. That's when they get the skulls and hit me. Feels like. And not curse him? Can he not be cursed or something? Great. Can't be cursed. How can we do this where they won't get a skull hit on us? Let's take the brown and get the skulls too. Let's take it like this away. Alright, they're hitting me. Do I want both? Do I want it both and hope that the... Well, we only got yellow, so we got to cast. Let's do this. Come on, Deathmark. Go off 1 time for me. That would help us with the... See, this gives them skulls. I hate the way they do this. It's like they want to hit you with skulls. But there might not be anything else. There's no other move, so we have to do that. I hate when that's a thing. Like, you have to take a move to where they're about to hit you with skulls and kill you. Like, he's going to kill our Plague Rat, no matter what we do here. This game should have, like, you should be able to pass your turn if you want. So that's what I would do right now. I'd pass my turn. They would take blue. They would get nothing, and then I would take skulls. And that would be a smart pass. But I can't pass my turn, so I have to take this blue. So they're going to get skulls, and they're going to kill my Plague Rat. Sucks, it's like nothing I can do about it, even though I know what's going to happen.
Mana surge.
Stupid. Let's take the brown first. Ooh, we could take either the skulls or we could take green into yellow. Guess we take the skulls, get a kill. So close. I don't know. We got 2 Hex Rats, they got 1, and the Sledge Paw. We do curse when we do skull damage still, so that's cool. It's like our team never gets too screwed up even when we die. Still have the same thing. We can still do the same things. Alright, he's not going to kill us with that, so we need to get more mana. And then maybe we can kill him, at least get really close. $114, come on. We got nothing. So there's no purple or brown. Is there any yellow we can steal? We can steal this yellow. 1, 2, 3. That's fine. Let's steal their yellow so they don't get yellow. Ooh, nice. Smart move. Got the purple, but they get skulls if I take that purple, and then they would kill me. So, guess I'm just gonna pass my turn by taking green or something. I don't want to lose my Hex Rat. Now I get the skulls. I get to curse them. Yep. Okay, we're still okay. Take the purple, or take this. Woo, look at this. Ah, thought that was gonna fall, but nope, it matched immediately. Of course. Come on, get up, Hex Rat. Come on. I need you up before you die. If I take this, man, you know that a skull's gonna fall. I'm just gonna play it safe, take this. Bang. Up, a skull didn't fall there. Get purple and brown. We just gotta hope skulls don't be falling. Of course they did. Of course. Bang. No! This is gonna be so close. So close. Woo! Got it. First try, pure 500, dark pits, let's go. Only 1 troop left with 1 hit left. But we win. That's all that matters, got it done. So, ideally we wouldn't have lost any troops up until the last fight, but we did lose our first slot in that second fight. And then we were a little bit behind in that fight, but we came back for the win. We got back ahead. So yeah, the main thing with that is make sure to curse before you cast your Hex Rat. Make sure to cast your Plague Rat before you cast your first slot too. So only cast your Hex Rat on their first slot, and only cast your Hex Rat on their first slot when it's cursed. And then only cast your Plague Rat for mana when the Sledge Paw is already full. You know, the order of operation is important of how you do things. But it's only 3 fights. You might get an easier second fight. You might go into that last fight with all 4 troops, and then you would be golden. They killed my Sledge Paw on like their last turn. Second to last turn or something in that second fight. Or we would have had a full team with full durability going into the last fight, so. But yeah, and you still have the same capabilities of cursing and then doing double damage no matter who dies on your team too, because your Sledge Paw can curse by casting, your Plague Rat can curse by doing skulls, and your Hex Rat can curse by doing skulls. So they all have the ability to curse that first slot. And then you can always do double damage with that Hex Rat. And maybe you would have a death mark go off. So I got pretty unlucky and still won. I had no death marks go off in my favor. I lost a troop at the very end of the second fight. Your stuff might go way smoother. You'll have an easier second fight. Maybe some of your death marks will actually go off, and you can get it done even easier than me. So that is Dark Pits, y'all. All the way done. So I guess I'll just play the game normally now. So for me, playing normally would mean get rid of this thing. I guess I got something. Some treasure. Remember, Chatathon is this Saturday. Very important, especially if nothing's happening today. Like, woo! But that was Dark Pits, and let's play the game normally now. We got the XP booster. I always check that first after I get rid of all my blinkies. It's telling me to win 5 PvP battles, so I'm going to go do that right now. Go to PvP. We should be doing PvP anyway. That's what the XP booster is, just telling you to do something that you most likely should be doing anyway. Sometimes it'll tell you to do explore. It's like, well, for me, I should because I need the Horde Mimic Mythic. Or it might tell you to do a delve. For me, I really don't need to be doing like a random delve on a random day, but I'll do it still just to get the XP booster. So looking for my Citadel Wars fights first. We got brown, purple, and green. I think I always have a team for purple, so I just do purple. Yeah, it's this. I'll use Swift Talismans just to make it even easier. Let's just go. I think I can win. It's not the best team for Citadel Wars, but it's fast. If the Citadel Wars fights are easy, then we'll get it done quickly. If they're hard, we might lose. But that's why I'm using Swift Talismans. I just want to get it done. Anita with a gifted, let's go! Running out there, keeping the momentum going. Doing the underdoggy. It was slowing down a little bit. We did burst through the garage door. We were sliding. We were about to slide it in sideways at the gas station. We kind of, you know, hesitating a little. Misfiring slightly. Anita with the underdoggy. Maybe the croc will go to the moon. We'll jump off and slide down the slide. I don't know. But the underdoggy has happened. Thank you, Anita. We were about to, like, the swing was about to stop. We needed that underdoggy to keep going. Alright, just doing lowest level fights, just getting it done, just satisfying the XP booster, getting my Citadel Wars done. I don't need to be doing hard fights or making it harder on myself. Just win, just get it done. Too many things to be doing in the game to be making things harder on purpose. So using my Swift Talismans, doing the easiest fights, using Chrysanthrax. Went to Mr. Taskmaster too, so good aim. You're out there like a cowgirl with your pistols, just whipping them out, fast draw, like ping, 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 ping. This is the pistol they used in Tombstone. Kurt Russell used this pistol in Tombstone in the scene where he was fighting the cowboys. This is the exact one that they used. Just quick draw, ping, 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 hit the target. Alright, I don't want to use a Swift Talisman. I mean, I'm lazy and I just want to get stuff done, but I'm not wasting a Swift Talisman on the Guardian. Yeah, Yoke, I wasn't 100% sure on that, so I couldn't tell you for sure whether or not that tarot card was in the drop table. But I still feel like I spit some wisdom of, like, we don't really need that one anyway. You might as well wait. I mean, not wait. You might as well just open your vault keys because there's plenty of vault events to come. You're going to have plenty of chances to get that thing and, like, what's it going to do for you when you get it anyway type of deal. So just open them up, get those gems so you can buy deeds when you see them, you can buy medals when you see them, you have the gems to use when you need them, you have the gold to use when you need it, you have the glory to use when you need it, you have the orbs to use when you need it. You know what I mean? Maybe you get a kingdom level and power done because you're opening vault keys and getting all the resources you need to do that stuff. Like, saving them I don't think is the strat anymore. Until they put another tarot card in that actually does something, I don't think saving vault keys is the strat. But whether it's in there or not, I don't know. but I always feel like there's one that's not. Even on top of the campaign, like the campaign just started, so I'm not even counting the one that's in the campaign because it's not available for anybody yet. But if something was available to buy, they're gonna make you wait to get it because they wanted you to buy it. And like that campaign just ended 2-3 weeks ago, so they're still in their feels about you not buying it, so they don't want you to get it yet. That's how I feel anyway. That's how it goes. There's always one you can't get, I feel. And then on top of everything else I said with like the way that they put stuff in the drop table, sometimes they screw up, and it might even, it should, maybe it's supposed to be in there, but it's just not in there because they don't do stuff right. So for several reasons, I feel just open vault keys, and you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. And either way, who cares? Type of thing. You'll get it eventually. All right, let's put them back on because I am not messing around. I got 34 of them anyway, and you opened another 100 vault keys. Joa Snake is here. How's it going? Hopefully I said that right. You opened another 100 vault keys, but no King of Runes tarot card. I'm not 100% sure, but I don't think it's in there yet. 500 keys. And no Luxo. I think it's a big enough sample, yeah. Even though, you know, that drop table's getting super bloated. So it's costing more and more vault keys to end up getting a specific tarot card. Because they don't take any out of the drop table once you get them, you know. It's still, everything's in there still. You can get the Hermit and Justice and Sword of Runes and Lovers and all kinds of other stuff. It mucks up the drop table, so it's harder to get the ones you need. There we go, we're done with that. I don't know if I did PvP yesterday, so let's check though. So I'm already here, kinda. But our XP booster is pretty much done except for the tribute thing, but we gotta wait. One more tribute. Let's check our gold marks. Nothing. There they are. I should be doing that. It's Blood Frenzy. I guess this is interesting, because I have to make a whole team, and let's do it. And it's Blood Frenzy. So War Gear. This is how they force you to do certain restrictions in PvP. That way you're not only doing purple, or only doing unrestricted, or only doing green or something. This is the way that they force you to do certain restrictions. By putting the orange diamond there, and then that's where your gold marks are, so you have to do it. If you don't do it, you're just missing gold marks. So we have to do this one. It is Winter's Reach. I think about Glacia, Winter's Reach. She's pretty good, and she gets to do double damage. Already doing true damage, so then that makes me think, why not do the ruby weapon as well, maybe? Put that ahead because it does some sort of mana generation also. And then we need to get these two up. Is there any way to do that with these troops? Foxfire King would be okay as well. Anari, green to blue. They both use blue. Neither one of them uses green. That's kind of perfect. Got Scurvy Sea Dog, green to blue. It's the same thing. But it might be better, that way we don't have to deal with Spirit Gems. Do Scurvy instead. Same thing. And any other mana generators? Phantom Fox is okay. If there's nothing else. Is that it? Is Moonsinger or something? Let's just look at all the empowers. Moonsinger does purple to green, but we don't use green at all, so that's not going to help. And these two do the same. So Vara's okay, but you have to get it up first, and that's just annoying. It's 22 mana cost. Phoenix. Just need one more troop. It does mana generation. This thing. Gain bonus purple. Dark Storm. Yellow and purple. We already. Thinking either Timberwolf. Which isn't blocking too bad. It blocks Glacia a little bit. Timberwolf or Phantom Fox. I might try Timberwolf. I kind of like this troop. Let's try that. Green gems to blue. So I'm going to try Archer to start like a green storm and then hope that I can turn everything to blue. Plus I'll get a 50% start. We don't use green, but we're going to like turn it all to blue, hopefully. Kind of a weird roundabout way of doing things, but got a lot of blue on our team. Got 2 purples. And then we don't use green at all. Alright, let's see how this goes. It's Blood Frenzy, so it's not going to be super easy. And I just pulled that team out of my booty hole. Trying to get that devil on my ult is insane for the trick-or-treat weapon. I know. Yoke says, yeah, I was just trying to help others that were maybe looking for that card. I have 80 epic vault keys left. Yeah, you're definitely right. A lot of people like to do achievements, and a lot of people like collecting everything in the game. I take kind of the slow approach to that. I'm like the get everything dude. I can help you to getting everything, but I'm not rushing down achievements or rushing down getting everything in the game. It's impossible. Plus they always put new achievement in. They always put new stuff in. Like, it's a carrot on a stick that I don't fall for that. I'm not falling for trying to get everything in the game or trying to get every achievement, because it's impossible. As soon as you do it, they put another one in. Or it's impossible anyway. Like, sometimes it's not even possible to get all achievements, and then by the time it's possible, they put another one in. And then by the time you're almost getting that one, they put another one in. And by the time you're almost getting that one, they put another one in. So you're just never going to get all achievements. It's just the way the game is. Same thing with getting every troop. Like, it's not going to happen. They keep adding them before you can get them all. So you're better off just, like, playing the game and, like, get every, like, just it's like doing the faction event today. It's, like, smart because you're doing the thing that's going to give you the most, the bang for your buck. So every day you should be doing the thing that's going to give you the most bang for your buck, and like do the thing that you can't do tomorrow. Alright, so we got green to blue, but we don't have it, so let's just do this. Got Timberwolf pretty quick. I'm liking that. Still looking for green to blue, still don't have it. Let's do this. Got our ruby weapon. Still looking for green to blue, we got it now. We also have Glacia. I think you cast the ruby weapon first because it's going to hit everything. And then the Glacia could then kill something. If you do it the other way around, you don't know what the Glacia is going to hit. Random enemies, right? Can't really... And plus this mana generates too, so... Always nice to cast first. Now we can do it. Killed 2 things. And let's do this again. Underrated troop, I swear. That Timberwolf, another underrated troop. You got Shaggorath, you got Phonoxia, you got Hatiran Scroll, you got Shagara, you got Timberwolf. Those are my underrated. Some of them, anyway. I think I've done a video on that before. Timberwolf may or may not have been on there. This is kind of new. I think it was, though. died. It's okay though, it did its job. It secured the victory for us, pretty much. Alright, I would like to get purple or yellow if possible, because we're way closer on our Glacia than our ruby weapon. There we go. And we win. This is a blood frenzy, gold mark type of thing. Blood frenzy means they have way more stats. 80 epics left. Man, I love opening my epic vault keys. That's like, if I could choose to do any fight just all day, it would be epic vault keys. Those are so... Everybody should be striving to just be opening epic vault keys, because it's the best fight in the game. It's worth the most. So getting epic vault keys is... You should be trying to get them, and then you should be trying to open them, because they're awesome. Give you the most loot of any single fight in the game, for sure. Alright, we got it right here. But really nowhere else. So let's maybe... We only need 11 mana for our ruby weapons, so concentrate on that a little. Red and brown.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
Looks so close with that green to blue. We'll get a ton of blue. I don't think we have it. Let's get up ruby weapon. Now we have it. Okay. Let's do this. Timberwolf, right? There we go, got everybody up. Are we frozen on blue? I don't think so, right? And we do this first. Weaken them a little bit. And then we do this. We kill some stuff, yep. Got this. Might as well do the fairy fire. Timberwolf. Wish I had scurvy right now, but we don't. Let's do it again. Yep. So close. Got him. Dude, Blood Frenzy's not a given, so looks like I made a decent team. Was it, did they get 50% more stats, or like, I think that's what it is. Or is it 150? It's something crazy. Get a lot of stats. Got red. Got red. Now we got this. Now we got ruby weapon. Let's cast it, but let's do this first. Let's do that. Alright, let's cast it. Timberwolf is up. Let's go. Sure. Ah, she got so close. Alright, we're gonna hit him pretty hard with this. Okay, killed something. Let's do this. Drain him a little bit. Stall him a little bit. Now we can do this. Let's do it again. There's ruby weapon. Got this. There's Glacia. And I think we do Glacia because this is not going to kill their first slot. And this could kill everything. Nice. Instead of casting 2 things, just cast the 1 and win. Alright, 2 more fights and we get gold marks, because we did our Citadel Wars yesterday in this location, and we won, and we're on the winning alliance, so then the next day we get gold marks in that same location if we do the 5 fights in that location. That's how it works. Why you want to be on the winning alliance? Okay, we do this. Okay, thanks for the green, but we still don't have alignment. We got this, though. Now we do. And Ruby Weapon won't kill, but Glacia might. So I'm going to do Glacia after this. Bang. Glacia's nice in PvP Winter's Reach. She might be top 5, like, immortal. Osfer's up there, Fernax is up there. Glacia's up there. Alright, last fight. And then we gotta keep looking. We got probably more gold marks to do. Hey, I did I won on my first try, Tyrion. I did Deathless on my first try. I used the Truffle Shuffle just for fun. And then I showed the 3 teams, high, mid, and low, and then we did Pure 500 Dark Pits, and we won, but it was pretty exciting, because there's 3 fights. First fight went swimmingly. The second fight, we lost 1 troop. And then we went into that third fight with 4v3 or 3v4. And it was really close. It was a really close fight. So if anybody hasn't seen it and they want to check it out, I don't want to give it up too much, because it was pretty exciting. Well, we got it done, I guess. We got it done. I mean, I already said. But it was very, very close. Do you like the Pure 500s or the Epic Trials or that kind of stuff? Or Guild Wars? You like to watch somebody do those? That was pretty good today. That was a good Pure 500. Nice and exciting and strategic and close. You might want to go back and check it out. Alright, we don't have Scurvy. Let's get up Timberwolf. What do you think about Timberwolf, Tyrion? I think it's a little bit underrated. I like it. Boom. It was either Timberwolf or Spirit Fox or something. What was the other one? I thought this would be the better way to go. 33% skull reduction, 25% spell, 20% chance to dodge, and then it blows up a bunch of brown, gains armor. It's our little tank that's also a mana generator that's not blocking too bad. And it was like the restriction, there was nothing else. So on my high, mid, and low teams for Dark Pits, I didn't really think too far outside of the box, but if you keep watching, you know, I'm using Timberwolf now, which is not always something you're going to see. Let's get it up. Let's cast it. Got this. Do Ruby Weapon. They're all dead. Nice. So Blood Frenzy gold marks. Done. There's our gold marks. And you have to keep looking, though, because you might have more. So, this brown? Nope. It's unrestricted? No. Only the ones with the orange triangle that are potential. Goblin's the other one. So, this is the other one. I'll have to make a Goblin team now. See what I can do. We have all our weapons, so always makes me think of Ruby Weapon. We got Summer's Isle. These are the first 2 things that go through my mind. When I see a PvP restriction, I think can I use Ruby Weapon? And then I think, what's the immortal that does double damage? Even on goblins. I might not use that many goblins. This one's like okay. I don't really like that one. I could do double scatter damage, I guess, which isn't great either. But it would go. This might go good with the Ruby weapons. So let's. No, I'm using it everywhere, but I'm not just trying to get this done. It's just so good that if you can use it. Now we just need to generate mana. Got our 2 damage dealers. Could use Flaming Oni. Could use Zarg. Fundingus. Might do Fundingus. It's another underrated troop. Let's be the underrated troop portion. Not using yellow yet. Convert 5 green gems to burning gems, gain an extra turn. Probably just do Flaming Oni. Make sure we win. Might start a little bit slow. Might start a little slow, but do Archer. Got lots of green. We're doing green-red. We need Fundingus to get up. That works. Minus yellow. We're not using any yellow. Alright, let's try this. Fundingus is our Timberwolf. Flaming Oni's our Scurvy Sea Dog. And this is our Glacia. Kind of same kind of deal. Alright, Fundingus. I need you to get up, sir. Dun, 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 dun. I wonder if I got an Anu on. I don't think I do. See, that would help a little bit. Could do that after this fight. Alright, he's up, but he's webbed. So we'll do this. Sucks that he's webbed. 1 purple, yay. I just want to get up Ruby weapon. Red, blue, brown, come on. There we go. We're not frozen on brown, let's take it. Let's do it again. Fundingus is gonna be webbed the whole freaking fight. Like, why is he on the team? Dingus. There we go. See what she can do. Got the kill. Scatter damage isn't great, but it's like doubled. So does like 80 true damage per, maybe something like that. Might be slightly more than the Ruby weapon. Alright, let's change to Anu so we don't have to wait for Fundingus for as long. And maybe Orpheus too, like a couple Orpheus, so that doesn't happen again. Alright, 4 more fights here, and then we'll see where we're at after that. I told y'all I'd do a 2-hour live stream today because y'all were awesome yesterday and like Saturday and Friday. We've been streaking. We're kind of putting our clothes back on a little bit today, but a promise is a promise anyway. Red and green. Okay, Fundingus. Purple. Everybody's up. I always cast the Ruby weapon first, but look, a lot of them are fairy fired. 128. And it deals double, So that's 256. Divided by 4 is like 80 something, 84. So we'd kill 2 of them, but not all of them. So let's do this. Now it'll do even more because one of them's dead. So they should die. There we go. See, that was what's supposed to happen. First fight was a little slow and clunky, but that's what I was picturing in my head right there, that fight. Never used that? Yeah, I like it. Not the truffle shuffle. Daniel's here. I was down to like 2 or 3 troops at one time, I remember. Now you're missing 8 or 10. I think I'm missing like 20 or something, or 12 or something like that. I'm missing at least double digits now. Just how the game has been, man. They've been adding so many troops so quickly. Like the Immortals really is what did it to me, for real. The PvP troops and the Immortals, like they double whammy. That whole update, I was so close before those updates, for real. Like, the dragons kind of did it, but then I got all the dragons. And, like... So, like, right before the dragons came in was probably when I was super close. Like, right before Diamantina, I think I was missing, like, 3 troops. And they were pay troops. You know, maybe the Horde Mimic Mythic and, like, 2 pay troops or something. It was all I was missing. Right before the dragons came in. And then Diamantina came in, all the dragons came in. I got all of those. And then Stellarix came in, all those dragons came in. I got all of those. And then more pay mythics were coming in while that was happening, so maybe I was still missing 3 or 4. Then here comes, you know, Chrysantherax and some more dragons. I get all of those, but I'm still like, you know, missing 4 or 5 troops. Then here they come with that PvP update, which might have happened before Chrysantherax, after, whatever. Maybe my timeline's messed up a little bit, whatever. But, all the Immortals that they put in, like, now I'm missing a lot of those, and a couple of them you can't get. And then they put more in, and I can't get. And then they got the PvP troops, the Legendary, the Mythic. Every season there's another 2 that I can't get. And then there's another Immortal I can't get. And then it's just started piling up on me to where... I was playing every day and trying hard every day as a free-to-play player. And I fell behind. Now I'm missing, like, at least double digits. That's about what you could do. If you're not spending money on the game, then I'm an example of about what you could do. You could go a little bit harder than me, obviously, but I'm a good example of what you could have. So I'm a good player, and I play every day, and I play decently. You know, I play at least enough to where I'm getting everything done. Not exactly this very moment, but as of like a month ago, I was. I think now would be a good time for me to do the new account playthrough, maybe. I'm done with that Dark Souls thing I was doing, so I could throw it on that day, maybe. We'll see, though. I kind of like having one of those going, too, so it's like 3 different types of games instead of just 2. Got red extra turn, but we're frozen on red. Excuse me. So, I mean, whatever. Let's just take it like this. Do the old, try for the mana surge instead of, extra turn thing. Oh, I didn't see we were frozen on brown, too. Dang. Flaming Oni got frozen. Alright. Getting these gold marks. You know, gold marks buy books. Books will upgrade your kingdoms. Upgrading your kingdoms will give you stats. So right now, in a roundabout way, we're trying to get stats. Which stats are way better. Stats will help you in every fight, every time, every day, everything you're doing at all times. While just a random, this will only help me here. And that's it. So, chasing after, like, this mythic, you know, it's only going to be good, like, in this one location for these 5 fights, and that's it. But chasing stats, now stats will be good everywhere, for every fight, every day, no matter what I'm doing, so. When people are trying to, like, collect all the troops, like, me, it's more about getting the stats and stuff that'll help me on everything I'm doing. Because then I can get the troops with those stats. Like, it'll be easier to get the collect everything if I have more stats. I'll win more often. I'll lose less often. I'll kill stuff faster. Get into a better guild. Because they kind of don't know what troops you have and what troops you don't have. All they can see is your hero level and let's do this. Dead. I don't even like this immortal, but it's working right here with Ruby Weapon. There's our gold marks. I think that's all of them. We can double check before we leave. Got Demon. Nope, that's silver. Nope, nope. Mr. Scales. Nope, that's silver. Nope, silver. Nope. And nope. So, do have these burning chests, but I only have 20. Okay, nothing good is there though. I could open these. Let's go ahead. Hey, she said, here I am. Okay, I got some of those. That's good. I like getting those. What about the shop? I got 100, so I can buy a book. I never even have hesitation. I'm buying books. Can't go wrong. And I don't even care what color it is. Alright, we're done with PvP. Got this pretty much done. Just gotta collect one more tribute. So now, let's look at this blinking. What's it saying? Alright, got 10 glory keys. Got this done. Okay. Let's go do this. This is all good stuff. Get it done quickly. It's kind of how our stuff goes usually, you know what I mean? Like, Monday is the guild event and the Underspire and the weekly preview. And then Tuesday, usually, it's the faction event and PvP. So that's kind of how it turned out today. Without me even really trying to do it like that. That's how it should be. If I have time after the faction event, I should probably do PvP, because that's like the two things I didn't do on Monday. But we got both of those done. I mean, I don't have my faction event done, but I got to show you all the teams so you can get it done. Adventure board, always good to do. I still do it to this day. The only way I wouldn't do it is if it said like trait stones and souls and something stupid like that, but I can still use glory, I can still use gold, I can still use gems, I can still use keys, so I always go for it. These fights are easy. Alright, got my glory. Let's get our gold. You started buying all the Imperial Deeds I see. I think that is going to be a hang-up for updating kingdoms. Yeah, that does happen for sure. It's pretty late. Like, you'll run out of, you're probably going to run out of books multiple times before you run out of Imperial Deeds, if you did it right. If you run out of Imperial Deeds before you run out of books, then you probably did something wrong. But eventually it catches back up, and then it's the other way around, too. Like, I think you shouldn't run out of Imperial Deeds until you have at least double-digit 20-30 kingdoms. But it's not a bad... I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I'm buying Imperial Deeds, too. But that's how it goes. Like, if you're doing everything right, you're definitely going to run out of, like, books and writs and stuff like that first, before you run out of Imperial Deeds. And then once you get enough books and deeds and writs and stuff to 20, 30, at least 10 kingdoms, maybe even like 15, that's when you'll start maybe running out of Imperial deeds. So it's good to think ahead, as long as you have enough gems to do both. If you have to choose between the two, you know, it's books first and then Imperial deeds. Until you're deep like Tyrion and stuff, then maybe it's Imperial deeds, because you're getting books from like the PvP and can't get... Yeah. That's how it went for me anyways. I kept running out of books, not Imperial deeds. I still have enough Imperial deeds to this day, but it's to where I'm like, oh man, I might need to start buying them, because I could see a future where I do run out of Imperial deeds, so I did start buying them because of that. But I still haven't run out. I have a decent amount of 20, 30 kingdoms, and I still haven't ran out of Imperial deeds, but I've heard that it happens, so I started buying them, and I can tell, like, I might. And I know most people out there are probably buying, like, have VIP and buying stuff, and but you should. So my way is usually like on the erring on the side of caution, like free to play type of way, which is good for everybody. So what I'm saying is, like, if you're spending money like you should be, like, you're probably gonna run out of Imperial deeds like later than I would, and as well. Because you'll have more gems, more gold, more glory, more everything. Alright. That was that. Next up, I would do the dungeon. I'd at least try for a perfect. I'm doing 1-3-5 now. That's what you guys chose. We got a trap. I'm not going to do it. That's just me, though. Don't be like me. Do as I say, not as I do. Do your dungeon every day. Next up would normally be like PvP, but we got to buy our torches. Another daily you can't do tomorrow. And yeah, let's do a little bit of Underspire and a little bit of the guild event. So we have, probably gonna cut it exactly at 2 hours today. So we got 23 minutes. We'll do 10 minutes of each, and then we'll say goodbye. We'll do about 10 minutes of this. Got to find the dragon. This is my mid-level team, right? So the high-level team was just talk Shaka out the butt, right? And the Scale Guard Protector, I think. No, I did something else, right? What did I do? I think I did Cobra's Curse. Or Medusa's Tome. Which one did I do? Blue and red, or red and green? I think blue and red, huh? I think I did this. That way it could catch the green, yeah. Then you make Assassin. And then you have a Blue Storm. And the banner, is the banner still right? Blue and green, probably. That's fine. Or... that's better, huh? Alright, triple talk Shaka. It's easy Underspire. Up right away! Come on! It's gonna be an easy one. Alright, find the dragon. You got 10 minutes. If you need hero class level up, always do every adventure board for easy 2x experience. Yep. Books come into game too fast now. Imperial deeds are easy to fall behind on. My philosophy has always been to have one Imperial per book, because it's pretty far between the two. But now I'm in the point every week I'm buying mostly books, but then 2 to 3 Imperials. So weekly I'm buying 3 to 4 books and 2 to 3 Imperials with gold marks. I was off the bandwagon of 500 gem daily offer for Imperial, but I'm back to buying them. The best way to get Imperial is to farm Explorer for merchant offers. Yeah. So all boils down to the Vault event. Going super hard in that, because that is Explorer. So I would say go super hard at the Vault event first before you start doing extra Explorer farming. Go super hard in PvP. If you're not... Okay, so I'm never going to agree with farming Explorer unless you're already doing, like, I don't know, 30... At least 30 hours of Vault every time the Vault comes around, and you're already doing, like, an extra 30 hours of PvP, too. And then if you're doing all that, then might as well farm Explorer too, I guess. I just doubt there's that many people doing enough Vault event and enough PvP to warrant then doing also extra Explorer. The PvP will get you the gold marks to buy the books and the deeds, and the Vault event will be the Explorer that you do to buy the offers. And if it's not a Vault event, you could be doing PvP, so there's really never a time to be doing Explorer, except for during the Vault event, in my opinion. You can fit all your Explorer farming into those 3 days every month. I just feel like there's too much to do every day to also farm Explorer, but if you're gonna play the game like a lot, then yeah. Aw, man, we can still do our gems, right? We won't do damage, but we'll get up Takshaka. So that was fine. But everybody know, like, if you're at the end game, you know what you need to do. Like, you know what your pain point is, you know what your hang-up is. Like, you know what you need to be doing. I'm mostly speaking for the majority of players. Anytime I give advice, I'm trying to give it to the most people I can. Not very specific, like, high-end players that already know what they're doing. Like, so if your strat's working for you, like, keep doing it. Especially if you're further than I am. It'd be dumb to, like, take my advice if you're way deeper in the game than me and know exactly what you're doing. Like, keep doing what you're doing if it's working. But I always gotta, like, say, yeah, but, you know, like, for most people. You know how it is. People will watch these streams and they'll see somebody, like, they'll watch a Tacit stream and they'll see them always doing teams with no hero on it. And then some mid-level player is out there just doing no hero teams every day and all night because Tacit's doing it. And then they never level all their classes to 100, and then they're blocked on their kingdom power because they don't have any classes leveled, and they're wondering, like, what's going on here, you know? So you always gotta the depends emoji and try to speak for the majority. But most people that are deep in the game know what they're doing, know when to take the advice, and know when I'm just giving it to everybody else, and you keep doing what you're doing. Or they'll skip the faction event just because, you know what I mean? Like, there's all these things that you'll see other people doing, but they already did. They already skipped the new mythic 3 times so they could get every new mythic after that. They don't go after every new mythic. You know, they already did the Underspire 1,000,000 times in a row, so now they're only going to the 4th dragon. They already did, you know, they already did stuff. They already did that. But you haven't. You haven't done it for long enough. You haven't done that yet. So you can't just do what they're doing because you didn't spend years doing it so you could skip it now. You didn't get all your classes to 100 so you could use a team with no hero on it. You don't have, like, so many diamonds and so many jewels and almost every troop in the game, so you can't skip the dungeon. You have to do it every day. When you like, that's a good example for my stream. Like, I skip the dungeon if I don't get a perfect. But I did the dungeon for years and years and years and years and years every single day, and that's how I was able to skip it now. But if you haven't done the dungeon for 5 years straight every single day, then you shouldn't be skipping it just because I am. There it is! I found the dragon! Come on! Dun, dun. Maybe we can find the next door too, because we still have a little bit of time. Takashaka. Takashaka. Takashaka's one of my favorites. I need to make a video of like my favorite troops. Because it would not be like Chrysanthrax and Ruby Weapon, and those are the best troops. I like Hatir and Scroll, and I like Takashaka, and I like Shagarak. I like Noxia. Some people like Suna, for example, which isn't something you should probably ever use, but it's just like a troop they like. Some people hate Queen Beatrix, even though it's like awesome. They just don't like her. Like, I've heard this before, like from commenters or people in the streams, like, I hate Queen Beatrix, you know, they hate it, or they love Suna for some reason. Like, be one of those videos where it's not because they're the best, it's because I like them. Maybe like the troop part, or maybe just like the troop. Alright, we're going to go highest level to the door, and then we're going to do a little bit of guild event, and that's probably it for today. We slowed down a little bit. We're not going to get no scratchers or brewskis. Anita tried, though. Anita was trying. She was, like, putting her hand out of the boat and, like, trying to paddle with her hand. We lost our oar. She was trying to paddle with her hand. She was trying to Fred Flintstone the train. The wheels fell off, but she had her feet out. She cut a hole in the bottom, and she was trying to run. Given an underdoggy, but then, like, somebody stepped in front of it or something. I don't know. Alright, highest level to the door. Come on. Our momentum is slowing down. We put our clothes back on today. We do not want to be naked. Maybe it's cold outside. Maybe our nipples got really hard. Our nipples got really hard, and we put our shirt back on, our bra back on, our panties back on. I'd say we definitely had to put a little clothes back on today. Maybe not everything. Luckily, Anita was here today, or we would have put all of our clothes back on, like our whole fit. But we kept the pants off at least. Put back on our shirt and our shoes, but we kept our pants off. We were ready to go Friday. If need be, if we want to streak again. You don't have to take them all off. You know, we got our pants off already. Well, we put our shirt back on, our nipples got hard, we put our shoes back on, our feet got hot or something. But we could whip that shirt off and kick those shoes off pretty quick on Friday, I would say. Alright, highest level, 33. 39, come on. Put our bra and panties back on. We are just pantsless. We were completely naked. Yesterday, we was completely naked running across the field. Today, it's too cold. Gotta put our bra back on. Anita said keep the pants off, though. Or we can keep the top off and put our pants on, I guess. Just flopping. Do we want our pants off or just our top off? Bottoms or top? Which one? We were able to keep one article of clothing off today because of Anita. Which article of clothing is it? Are we barefoot? Are we Quentin Tarantino? Are we bottomless like Winnie the Pooh? Are we streaking with our top off, bouncing around? Which one is it? Are we Winnie the Pooh, Quentin Tarantino, or are we bouncing up and down? Alright. Guild event, and then we'll call it for the day. We got Tower of Doom. Got floor 6. Got guild chat. Follow our scouts' advice. Don't make their work for nothing by getting a bunch of boons. 2 is attack, 3 is armor, 4 is unlock, 5 is luck. So we're going to have to do 4 and 5 on this floor. And I need to change my team back to the best team. Take this off. What was it? Chrysanthrax? It was like, was it Bog Strider? Trying to remember. Trade places, something like that. Just everything to get up Chrysanthrax type of deal. This is like a Thrall Leprechaun, but it's just Bog Strider Leprechaun. Instead of purple, it's green. So your best damage dealer here, whatever dragon you got, pretty much. Or Scourge of Honor. Will be fine. Or even like CT maybe, if you want. Maelstrom Dagonath here, maybe even him. Whatever your best is, put it in that second slot. I forget what colors he is all the time. Yeah, there he is. If you want to use that. You just can't kill the Doom is all. You may use the weapon for the Doom or something. Let's make sure our banner's still good. We got green, red, minus purple. I'd rather have green, purple, minus red. Archer's good. Alright, we're doing 4 or 5 in the boss room. Maybe we'll do 2 floors. We'll do 2 floors, maybe. Alright, in this situation, you always cast Leprechaun, because Bog Strider would just steal all the green back. Leprechaun, everything will go to Chrysanthrax, because it's under. We gotta do 5 also. I need to shave. My face is like starting to get a mustache, which I don't mind. Like I like having like a little bit, but not. Mrs. Cindy don't like it. You know what I mean? Just because of not because of how it looks, but you know, I like to keep it nice, and sometimes I grow it out a little bit. I've done that before. I always have a beard, but it's always like close. More than a 5 o'clock shadow, but not like a... I get rid of the mustache most of the times, but you can still kind of see it, even though I do it type stuff. So it's not like, I don't shave it down to the skin, I just kind of... Anyway, I don't know why I'm talking about that. I just need to shave is all. Luck Scroll, that's 2 points. That's really good. You should get those. It'll help your guild get all rewards. Were they my own or Mrs. Cindy's? You lost level 30 battle due to Doom times 4. Let's see what y'all are saying. I think I missed something. Yeah, let me read the chat. I think I missed some stuff here. Don't forget gold for writs can also convert to Imperials. Yeah, I do that for sure. I buy writs. Writs are like your shards, like in the Soul Forge, those shards that you can turn into diamonds or jewels. Your writs are like that. They're those. So don't turn your writs to anything until you need it. So they can be whatever you want them to be. They can be any color deed, and they can be Imperial deed. So you don't want to turn your writs to anything like right away. Turning your writs to purple deeds right away is kind of like turning your shards into diamonds right away. Like, it seems like a smart move, but why do it until you like are about to? If you need that last purple deed, yeah, do it. Or if you need that little bit more diamonds to craft whatever, yeah, do it. But don't do it unless you have to, because then it could be something else if you need it to be. Writs are great. You're about to max 2 to 3 more kingdoms over the next week or so, and I will re-wipe my Imperials back to 0. Yoke says, yeah, if you don't have your 800k in PvP, where are you getting daily gold marks? Then I wouldn't farm Explorer. Right. That's a good measure of it. Tyrion says, I have enough brown to max my 23rd kingdom right now, as well as really close on 2 to 3 other colors, depending on RNG, gold mark, book drops. It's a balance. Most of my Explorer is Vault Weekend and autoplay. I'm the technically guy, yeah. Doing all that, 30k plus VP weekly, Vault event, usually 300 Vault keys, grind max, mixed with PvP and Explore. Funky Town hit that like button, thank you. Karen says, why am I using GM gold marks occasionally by Imperials? This is high level stuff I'm doing, yes. How much glory do I have? I don't know. I'd have to look. I think like 500,000. I had way more, but I used a lot of it to get some gems. Like when I start getting low on gems, I'll open glory chests. It's one of my strats. I got 542,422 glory. That was up to like probably like 2 million at one point. Maybe something like that. But whenever I get low on gems, I open glory chests. It's another high level thing. Most people should save their glory for the glory shop troop and the spoils of war and the trait stones and the glory shop. But eventually, when you're in game, you can use some of your glory to get some gems via opening glory chests. Floor 7. Tyrion says, what I am doing is taking Cindy's advice until I outgrow it. The advantage to do more time and money poured into game, listening to Cindy and Tacit. Yeah. Funky Town likes Ghost King and Queen. Yeah, I like those too, especially Ghost Queen. Weird Underspire issues. You like the Egg Thief? I used to use it so much back in the day because of that Skeleton Key team. There was like teams. I've been playing for so long that there's been so many different metas, and like the Skeleton Key team was the team for a minute, and I remember like using it so many days in a row, just like hearing her audio clip. Tyrion says I was able to buy a 4th set of torches. Whoa. She just talks shit every time, yeah. The Egg Thief. Then you lost a level 30 battle to a Doom ×4. Oh no, like you got death marked. Y'all can run naked. Clothes are overrated. Winnie the Pooh in it. Let's go. So we got our pants off, but we had to put everything else back on. We're not streaking. We stopped streaking. The momentum is slowing down. Anita tried. She did an underdoggy and our pants fell off. Floor 7. 2 is magic, 3 unlock, 4 life, 5 attacks. We're only gonna do 3. And this will be it for today. I'll do this fight and I'll do the boss, and then I gots to go. I did my 2 hours. I did my time. Still posting every day. I'm still streaming every time I'm supposed to. I need to do more extra videos, though. I did slack on that this month. Still got time, though. I still got time. I still got like a week. I need to put out like at least one more extra video this month. I need to be doing 8 videos this week instead of 7. I gotta come up with something. This chatathon will probably do the top 20. What did we do last time? Did we do epics? Top 20 ultra rares? I'm just gonna keep doing that in all the chatathons till we go through all the rarities. I think it's ultra rare now. It's just gonna get harder and harder and more controversial every time we do it. Ultra rare might be the hardest one too. Because once you get down to like rare and common, there's not that many good ones. So it's gonna get a little bit easier again. Epic might have been the hardest actually, but ultra rare is gonna be like pretty similar to epic with that, like how hard it was to get a top 20. Ultra rare, there's stuff like Leprechaun, that'll be up there for sure. That's the first one I can think of at least. But yeah, on the chatathon, we're going to do top 20 ultra rares on stream with chat input. You know how that goes. I pretty much choose my top 20. Then I let y'all vote one out and vote one in. And then we can talk about like where to slot them, who should go in honorable mentions. Like, you guys can yell at like, hey, you're stupid, you forgot this one. Or hey, why are you putting that one in there? Like, hold me accountable. Like, I don't want to hear it from the comments or anybody after the fact. Because it's your job while we're live to say any of that stuff. Like, Miss Mother has to be in there, or whatever. For the mythics, like the mythic one. A nap? The only time I could take a nap is if I like don't sleep the night before, and then I eat a bunch of food the next day, and then I can maybe take a nap. I'm starting to be able to. Like, the older I get, I don't know. That's what I always say. I can't sleep during the day. It's like hard for me. I would have to like not sleep at all the night before, and then like eat a gigantic lunch, and then I could probably take like a hour nap. I did that like a month ago. Alright, like, share, subscribe, consider joining. It helps a lot. Tell your guild about the channel, comment below, and I'll see y'all next time. We only have 1 week left. Next Tuesday's the last day of the month. And then that cuts. It's right there. And that's all. The month is over. We're done. And then the first, it all starts over again. So, we got till Tuesday. We got Friday, Saturday. Saturday's the chatathon. We got Monday, Tuesday. Those are the last. We got 4 more streams, one of them being the chatathon. Got tomorrow, that's P99. We got Thursday. I'll probably be finishing up finally with that Dark Souls from Soft Cheese. I don't know if I'm going to keep going and doing something different with that, or if I'm going to go to Dark Souls 2, or if I'm going to just like do something else for a while. I don't know, but I'm wrapping it up, I think, pretty soon. Like the final boss is the next video, I think, something. It's pretty close. Might be a couple weeks, but it's almost done. And yeah, Friday's just the regular Friday stream, and then Saturday's the chatathon. It'll probably start, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's gonna be weird. I don't know what I'm gonna do. She's on vacation. It'll probably start a little earlier than usual, and it can probably, I'm hoping, if everything goes perfectly, it could start a little earlier than we have been starting, and it can go a little longer than we have been going. So it could potentially, I'm not holding my breath because we failed the last one. And it was only like 5 hours or something, or 6 hours. But it could break we could try to break the record. It might be able to go 10 hours. You know, potentially, maybe. If we start early enough, you know, if I could start at like 6 or 7 a.m., then we could maybe break the record. If, you know, I'm not holding my breath, like I said, but I might be able to like stream way longer than I normally can, because I don't have to like drive anybody around. I don't know though, I might have to at like 5. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But that's when it's going to be, Saturday. Then Sunday is going to be probably P99 and your extra Gems of War video, whatever I decide to do. Maybe just the top 20 ultra rares or whatever. Like I could make that real quick after the chatathon. That's our extra video. Probably just do that and be lazy. And then Monday, Tuesday, last 2 streams of the month. It's going to be crunch mode, probably. Unless that chatathon goes nuts, Then Monday, Tuesday is going to be panic mode, crunch mode, rubber hits the road, final battle, final destination. But yeah, thanks for joining me today, Tyrion, Shark, Anita, Yoke the Ham, Funkytown, Texas. Got Yoke. We got Daniel Lucas in the house today. Joa Snake, Ryan C, Chad the Clipbaum, Yandy Marzo, Florin was here today as well. Yandy was first, Florin was second, Chad was third. Top fans, this is who YouTube liked today. YouTube liked Yoke the Ham in first place with 150 experience, Anita in second place with 125 experience, and Tyrion, Chad, and Yandy, I think, got tied for third. My favorite was Anita. Lights on, doors open. Doors on, lights open. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. No problem, Daniel. Thanks for hanging around. Appreciate you. Tent polls, though. Appreciate all of y'all. Lurkers, people watching after, people in the chat, keeping me company. Tent polls, though. Alright, we'll see you guys, for the next stream on Friday. But if you're tuned into the channel, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out. Get that faction event done. Come on. Do it. Don't get no boons. Winnie the Pooh. But Winnie the Pooh in it.